like, again, just kind of like make like assumptions about me, or kind of like tell me how I'm doing, or like what you think I'm doing or whatever. But I would just say, like, please, like, just try to remember, like, I'm just a person. And sometimes, like, I'm just kind of not always here to always talk about, like, that topic, and like people just kind of like, getting upset with me, or like calling me a liar, or you know, um yeah. When you see children, guys, listen, no, but I understand if parents didn't want their children looking at me and want there to be age restriction. I can answer that in two ways. Thank you, Sonic Izzy, for the bets.
Do you think you love her at Kingdom Heart posters too?
Maybe. I think that'd be so cool. Okay. Parents are allowed to do whatever they want with their kids and to raise their kids in whatever way they feel is best. If they don't want their kid to watch me, that is up to them, and that's absolutely fine. That's kind of on the parents, and they're allowed to, censor what their kid watches, like however they feel is appropriate for their kid. Do I understand the whole age restriction thing? No, I don't. Like, for like a general age restriction thing, no.
So beautiful.
Thank you, Mercedes, for the bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not making content that really requires age restriction. If some parents, for whatever reason, feel that their kid like shouldn't watch me, again, that's fine. But I think like just because somebody like looks a certain way, I don't think that alone requires like age restriction. I'm not making content that really is stuff that has to be like, age restricted. If some parents want to do that, then like I respect like their decision, and obviously that's fine. But for like a general age restriction, is it something I understand? No, not really. We're not assuming or calling you a liar though. You told us you went into you guys listen, and I'm sorry about that. Like I'm not trying to call you guys haters or anything like that. I never said everyone was a hater either. Now, you guys, when I first came back to the internet, like, see, I already see people, like, with somebody's comments, like, be honest, for F's sake. These kind of comments, like, these are the kind of things where it's like, again, it's okay, I can deal with it. I'm very, very used to, like, the way people can be online. But you guys just kind of telling me, like, everything, like, admit this, do this is what's wrong with you, you said this, you said that. That doesn't really make me feel better. Yes, I can say rehab. Like, guys, I can say these words. But honestly, you guys, like, assuming that you knew, like, everything that I went through. Thank you, Steelers Galaxora, so much for gifting a sub to Zara Thrusta. Thank you so much. Like, it's just kind of frustrating sometimes, you guys, when I was coming back online, I went, like, I was, like, going through a lot, like, before that, like, already to begin with. Sometimes maybe not even always fully understanding what I was saying, Also, when I'm coming back to the internet, I may have not always worded everything perfectly or even like fully understood everything. And there's probably going to be things that I said that maybe weren't always like completely accurate, or that I didn't really always know how to like explain perfectly and things like that. So people kind of constantly being like, well, you said this, you said that, this is proof. It's just kind of like sometimes it just kind of like makes me feel worse when people don't always know like everything about me. But can you say eating disorder? I can say the word, you guys, but I mean, I am eating and everything like that. You don't really know like how someone's body also could be like, reacting. Like you don't know like how people's bodies are always working and things like that, okay? So like I'm doing fine. I do eat and everything like that. But it's like, it's just kind of like frustrating when everybody just wants to see people like be open. How am I not? I'm trying to answer you guys' questions. Just because you eat doesn't mean you don't have an ED. Okay? I don't know what you want me to say to that. Guys, I mean, I went through a period of my life where like, honestly, I wasn't taking like the best care of myself. That, I don't know if I should have used certain words, because now people always want to like throw things up to me. Like, thank you, Maddie, for the bits. My favorite thing in my room? Thanks, Steelers
I'm so
Galaxora, for
sorry,
the bits.
Eugenia. They were ganging up on you and it's hurting me. I'm seriously breaking down. Y'all need to leave her alone, please.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thanks,
Hey,
Spring
if you
Fairy
feel
Lily, for the
uncomfortable with
bits.
certain questions or these pressuring questions, you don't have to explain everything. It's yours to keep private what you want, and I don't want to answer that is a good enough reply. People who don't respect that and keep pressuring you don't deserve your honesty anyway.
Thanks, Spring Fairy Lily. I mean, it's just like with some of you guys, it's like, you know, you keep like getting upset with me. You keep telling me like, be honest, do this, do that. When I try to just like explain things to you guys or say things to you guys just like keep like prying for more info. You guys just keep telling me like why I'm wrong. So it's kind of like, what's even the point? Like, I just like don't even really see the point sometimes. Thank you, Melissa, for the
People should
bits.
respect that you went through traumatic things are hard to process and talk about. It also makes sense that you wouldn't want to share every aspect of your life with the internet. You are not claiming not to have an maybe you just don't want to talk about it. You're entitled to that. You don't owe the internet an explanation of your struggles.
Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bombastnik, for the
You
bits.
are amazing, Eugenia.
Thanks, Bombastnik. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's just kind of like, you guys, like, I'm sorry. It's just like, I feel like sometimes it's like so hard to like please some of you guys in here. Some people just aren't gonna listen no matter what you say, Eugenia. I don't know if there's any point in trying too much. Yeah, you know, guys, like, it's kind of whatever. Thanks to you guys that do listen, but some of you guys that kind of do just kind of keep like, you know, like prying and stuff like that. It's kind of like, you know, I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, you know, I do have like a doctor and everything like that. I am doing okay. I am like eating and all like and everything like that. So I'm, you know, just like taking care of myself and doing like what I can do. But some people just kind of like assuming they know like everything that I've gone through or everything about like my body or how I'm doing. Like, it's just like kind of like not really doing anything like to help. I know maybe some people think that's what they're doing. And also, guys, I don't really feel like I have to like eat on camera either. Like, I'm sorry to some of you guys that are also like, prove it, eat on camera, do this or that. But I just kind of feel like I don't have to do that either. It's like there's already like enough people kind of like analyzing me and everything like that, like at all times. And it's just kind of like, sometimes that just kind of makes me feel like more nervous and like weird and uncomfortable kind of. So I'm just kind of like, you know, I feel like I can eat when I'm not streaming. I don't really feel like I have to be doing that like when I'm streaming. You know, I feel like I can just kind of like do that like on my own time and everything like that. So like, thanks for the bits, etc.
Almost like some people are upset at you for being happy. Like they want to see you struggling. It's gross. What you are feeling is valid, and battling toxic thoughts is really difficult on its own without adding on all the harmful comments. I believe you're doing your best. All your success cannot be judged based on what people can see, and I wish more would understand that.
Thanks,
I'm so proud of
etc.
how you have been handling all this. I love you and am always in your corner.
I really appreciate you saying that so much. Thank you. And that's like the thing, you guys. Like, I know like maybe a lot of you guys probably don't mean it that way, but sometimes it almost will just kind of feel like people like want me to like be doing bad. It's like, you know, I'm just trying to like, you know, stay positive and do the best I can. And I would say I'm doing pretty good. And I just kind of feel like people just want me to like admit this, admit that, like do this or that. And it's like, you know, it's fine. I'm used to how the internet can be. I'm not saying you guys can't have like your opinions or things like that, but it's just kind of like when people just like keep getting like upset with me and things like that, it just isn't always really like the greatest feeling out there. And, you know, sometimes I just kind of feel like can just kind of like be more like stressful on people. And like, thank you for the bits, Sonic Izzy. But yeah, you know, guys, no, it's not me being in denial. I will say, like, thank you, Melissa, for
Eating
400
on camera
bits.
can be very uncomfortable, and you don't need to prove you're
Thank
eating.
you,
It's
exactly.
your life. You deserve respect and love no matter what. You are just a person trying your best like everyone else.
Thanks so much, Melissa. I really, really appreciate you saying that.
Eating on camera can be very uncomfortable, and you don't need to prove you're eating. It's your life. You deserve respect and love no matter what.
Yeah, it just
You
like
are
feels
a
kind of
person trying your
awkward.
best like
I don't
everyone
know.
else.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing my best. Exactly. Thank you.
People
Thank you,
saying
Glasses
Eugenia
McDorkface, for
should
the
eat on
bits.
camera. Would you like to eat on camera with hundreds of people watching you?
Exactly.
If that were me,
It
it'd
feels
feel
weird to
pretty
me.
awkward.
I don't know.
Also, this isn't a mukbang channel.
Yeah, it's like I'm not a mukbang channel, really, guys. Thank you for the
But
bits,
what I
Roxy
does not
Peach.
look back at the caterpillar in shame, just as you should not look back at your past in shame. Your past was part of your own transformation.
Thanks, Roxy Peach. That's a good point. Thank you, Cherry Pie, for the bits.
It's completely okay to not eat on stream.
Thank you.
Sometimes I don't like eating around people or in public. It's about what feels right for you.
Yeah,
Unicorn.
thank you for saying that. And that's like another thing, you guys, is like sometimes it's like I already know people are kind of like analyzing like my every move and everything like that. And it's just kind of like I know, like, you know, if I were to, people are just gonna really like be like judging it, making comments about it, kind of like picking it apart, posting videos of it, discussing it. It just feels kind of weird. I understand like maybe some of you guys like don't have like bad intentions, like saying things like that. And I'm not saying everyone does, but it's just like not everybody really like particularly wants to be eating on camera. You know, I just don't really see like why I even like have to do that. It's kind of like, you know, I can eat like when I'm not streaming. So thanks to you guys that are like, you know, understanding that it might just feel kind of weird like doing that. Like, you know. Hi, Sissy Sunflower. I love you too. And thank you. My night's been pretty good. I hope that your night has been good. Damn, you're patient. I'm drained. Oh, James. I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to be. Thanks, Sonic
Sorry,
Izzy, for the
didn't mean
bits.
to overstep with my last comment.
It's okay, Sonic Izzy. No worries. It's fine. But it's just kind of like, you guys, like, you know, I know, like, for a while, like, before I was gone, I just kind of feel like I had to, like, you know, deal with things, like, by myself and everything like that. But, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, I'm just kind of trying to tell you guys, like, I'm okay and everything like that. And, like, when I wasn't, or, like, when I really wasn't, like, you know, doing that, like, too great, or, you know, I guess, like, you know, like, taking care of myself, like, the best, that's something that it's, like, people get mad, like, they're like, oh, but she says she was stressed, that's so dumb. Well, it's like, well, yeah, a lot of that, it's, like, you know, if, like, sometimes maybe you're not taking the best care of yourself, sometimes kind of, like, when you're feeling like that mentally, it can kind of like lead you to thank you, Mercedes, for the bits.
Purple heart.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And then it's like Steelers Galaxora, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you.